Hello, my name is Hector Enriquez Coronado.
Hello, I'm Julio Hernandez and we will talk about Industrial Revolution.
First, we would like to introduce what is the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a period of major changes where agricultural, textile, and technological improvements took place. The traditional long-lasting manufacture was replaced by new factories powered by new resources. This represented a great change in the production efficacy of many goods.
The Industrial Revolution began because there were many new inventions. There were improvements in agriculture. New technology was developed. There was good labor supply, and transportation was majorly improved. Britain had a big business because they were getting good supply of raw materials. They had a great government and money to invest in new factories. The Industrial Revolution began in England because the country had a factor of industrialization, which are land, labor, and capital. Britain's population was very high at that time. They had a most commercialized agriculture with new techniques and new crops that produced more food for the growing population. They had centers for international trade. They traded raw material and manufactured products to the world.
The economic effects of this revolution were that, as the productivity of the factories was constantly increasing, employers each time acquired a better profit. Goods that were usually unavailable to lower classes were now accessible due to its low cost. There was prosperity and a rapid growth. Concerning the political effects, during that period, England was a constitutional monarchy. Time after the beginning of the revolution, factory owners wanted a government according to their economic purposes and wanted to be more involved. The influencing ideas of liberalism were promoted by this revolution. If we want to know about the social effects, well, the majority of the people before the revolution lived working in the countryside, but because of the famous enclosure laws, families in bankrupt were forced to move to the city to find a job. Working conditions in comparison to the previous handmade production were deplorable. The whole family, including women and children, needed to work to earn enough money. Factories had few personal facilities and were not clean. Where did the revolution spread to? Well, firstly, Britain did not allow the exportation of any industrial invention or skilled worker, but anyway, it reached Belgium, France, and Germany, and eventually it reached the United States, Russia, and Japan. There were several factors that were really important for the Industrial Revolution. One of them are the inventions that were essential because with them, energy exploitation, fast transportation, and productivity, among many other things, were possible. At some point, to know how the British exploited energy, many European nations and the United States paid inventors to think about new ideas. People that can outstand with these inventions are Alessandro Volta, who invented the electric batteries, Richard Trevithick, that invented the railroad, and Robert Fulton, who invented the steamboat.
Urbanization is a process where cities rapidly expand. It provides new income alternatives to people. It is strongly related to population growth.
Yes, that's right, Julio. And the immigration is the arrival of foreign people to a specific place due to economic, political, or religious reasons. People in the 19th century immigrated to cities from the countryside, principally for economic reasons.
The parachute jacket designed in 1912 by German inventor Franz Reichel. It failed because it didn't deploy when they were trying to use it, so they decided not to use this invention. The cigarette holder for two. It failed because it was impractical, unnecessary, uncomfortable, and difficult to use. Sometimes people got hurt because it was very hot.
Okay, Julio. Now please tell us what could be a great invention.
We believe that something that would be great for our daily life and that has not yet been invented is teletransportation. Right now, physical presence is the only barrier between several places and us. This will also greatly decrease the time we take traveling, as well as the amount of pollution due to the transportation waste. This will revolutionize our lives.
Thanks a lot for your attention. We hope you have enjoyed.
Free created using Powtoon.